This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Missy Kohler. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 25 is also brought to you by Silver State Health, Pahrumps exclusive pediatric care clinic. Call 775-505-1214 for an appointment.
Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us here on News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
I'm Missy Kohler, and today is Friday, April 16th.
Well, warmer temperatures are here. For many, that means time to hit the pool. And while the pool can be a lot of fun, it's important to keep a watchful eye on children to prevent water-related injuries and drownings.
The Southern Nevada Health District says drowning is the leading cause of injury-related death among children ages 1 to 4, with most deaths occurring in residential pools. Clark County Fire Chief John Steinbeck says, unfortunately, drownings can happen in a matter of seconds without a sound, and that's why it's so important that everyone makes sure children are always supervised when they're around water. A Pahrump family knows all too well how dangerous a swimming pool can be. 3-year-old Jameson Novotny fell into a backyard pool 2.5 years ago. He'd been in a vegetative state ever since until he died just a few weeks ago. Family and friends gathered to celebrate the little boy's life, which included the release of butterflies. Jameson's grandmother and uncle urge others to remain hyper-vigilant when kids are around water so that other lives can be saved.
You know, it's the hardest thing I've ever had to go through in my life. And I would never wish for any parent or grandparent to see their babies go before them. If I could take anything back, it would be that one split second that day. Of course, after that, everyone we've known, we've pushed them to put alarms and pool alarms and, God, every layer of safety you could think of, and is a tragic accident that, of course, could have been prevented.
Accidents can happen so fast, and it can be very tragic. And I think that the parents out there need to be very vigilant and on their best game, because it happens so quick, and it happened to little Jameson so fast. And so, obviously, all the precautions that we all know about, fences and life jackets and supervision, are just the utmost importance.
If just one person who watches this goes and takes CPR class, one family goes and buys an extra alarm for their back door and saves this from happening, because these kids, everyone says they're so fast. And if one person takes something away from this and it saves some child, like, a parent hears that door open and that alarm goes off, oh, thank God. Just save another baby. It's summertime. These kids are fast, and those pools are going to look good. And I don't want anyone else to ever go through this again.
The Southern Nevada Health District has some tips to help prevent drownings. Patrol. Always designate an adult water watcher to actively watch children in the water, including pools, bathtubs, or other bodies of water. Protect. Install barriers between your home and pool to ensure safety, including fences, door alarms, locks, and spa safety covers. Lock doggy doors so children can't crawl through them. And prepare. Create a water safety plan for your family. Enroll children in swimming lessons, take adult CPR classes, and be sure to equip your pool with proper safety equipment, including life jackets, personal flotation devices, and rescue tools. And if an emergency happens, have a phone nearby to call 911.
Law enforcement is still looking for wanted fugitive Eric Daly, and in the process, arrested a man for allegedly aiding a felon.
On April 11th, sheriff's deputies were conducting an investigation in reference to wanted felony suspect Eric Daly. Daly is wanted for alleged battery with a deadly weapon on a protected person. During the investigation, 2 male subjects were observed exiting a property and entering a red BMW. The male that entered the passenger side of the vehicle appeared to have the same physical characteristics as Daly. Deputies ran a registration check on the BMW's plate, and it was found to be fictitious, registered to a 1998 Jeep. A traffic stop was conducted, and the driver was identified as Joshua Paskvan. In the initial conversation with Paskvan, he allegedly told deputies that he knew Daly. At that point, Paskvan waived his Miranda warning. further interview of Paskman reportedly uncovered that Daly had come to his house to sell him a car on April 9th. This vehicle, a Mitsubishi Lancer EVO, was allegedly used by Daly in the commission of the battery on a protected person. According to the declaration of arrest, Paskman continually changed his version of his interactions with Daly. He would say he knows him but doesn't know him, just met him. Paskman stated that he knew nothing of Daly's whereabouts but then reportedly changed his story, stating that he knew Daly went to Vegas after selling him the vehicle. He also knew the vehicle Daly was driving to Vegas, and he knew the location of the vehicle used during the battery commission. The key to the vehicle used in the battery was allegedly found in Paskman's pocket. He stated that he had paid $2,000 for the Mitsubishi, then later divulged that he did not pay for the vehicle, and Daly told him he could pay later. According to the declaration of arrest, Paskman provided false information throughout his interview concerning his relationship and dealings with a felony suspect. He continually attempted to hide and cover up his interactions with Daly. Paskman allegedly admitted to removing items from the suspect's vehicle after being given written instructions from Daly of what to remove. Deputies found those instructions on Paskman's person. Paskman was arrested for harboring, concealing, or aiding a felony offender, providing a false statement to obstruct a public officer, and destroying or concealing evidence. He was taken to Nye County Detention Center and booked.
Law enforcement is still trying to locate wanted fugitive Eric Daly. He is on the run and believed to be in Las Vegas. If you have any information of his whereabouts, please contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000. You can provide confidential tips via email at sheriff@co.nye.nv.us.
There was another individual that was arrested with Paskman, and that was an individual who had several outstanding warrants. Well, it's been a busy 24 hours for the first responders here in Nye County. There have been 3 separate crashes on U.S. Highway 95 and a minor accident this morning here in Pahrump.
Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating 3 crashes on US 95 in Nye County. The first happened Thursday evening near mile marker 100. 2 vehicles, a pickup truck and a Toyota 4Runner, were involved in that crash. NHP says no one was seriously hurt. The next accident occurred just hours later on US 95 when a VW Beetle collided with a tractor trailer. Troopers say the driver of the Volkswagen was arrested for possession of narcotics and for carrying a concealed weapon. No injuries are reported in that crash either. This morning, there was yet another crash on US 95. This one happened near mile marker 45 when a sedan and truck collided. Again, luckily there were no injuries reported in this crash either. Around the same time Friday morning, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue responded to a 2-vehicle crash near Basin Avenue and Blagg Road. No injuries are reported in this crash, though medics did assess all occupants at the scene.
We'll be right back with more News 25. Stay with us.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Thanks for being with us tonight. American consumers are spending big. Unemployment drops to its lowest level since the pandemic started, and Walmart is investing in an electric self-driving car.
Topping our news, Americans are in a spending frenzy. In March, retail sales jumped 9.8%. That was well above expectations of 6.1%. Let's just say the government stimulus checks are coming in awfully handy. Also, fewer Americans applied for unemployment benefits. Filings fell to 576,000. That was the best week since the pandemic started. Manufacturing numbers from New York and Philadelphia came in stronger than expected as factory production picks up. Walmart is investing in a new electric self-driving car, the Cruise. It's made by General Motors and will one day roll around for Walmart as a delivery vehicle. Test drives will begin soon in Scottsdale, Arizona. In our IPO watch, Too Simple opened for trading on Thursday. The company based in San Diego produces a self-driving semi-truck that will hit the market in 2024.
Thanks, Angela. Well, it's been a tough year for students, teachers, and parents as they all work to navigate learning during a global pandemic. Tim Wambaker, principal at Rosemary Clark Middle School here in Pahrump, is happy to see the kids back in the classroom. We asked how the transition back was going.
Actually, very well. We have, since October, we've been bringing kids back as much as we possibly can through the governor's mandates. We were doing fully virtual, 2 days, hybrid, and 4 days, and through the flexibility of the teachers, through the spacing within the classroom, through the help of transportation with Mr. Mike Hush, we've been able to bring back quite a few kids. Almost everybody that has requested to come back 4 days, we've brought several back to 4 days. So we're basically almost at the 3-foot capacity within the classrooms, which is around about 25-1. It's not where we want to be, of course, because we want to be fully open, but we still do the 3-foot distancing. All the teachers wear their masks. Students wear their mask inside the building at all times. The governor has relaxed some of the expectations for the students, where they can, as long as they're actively outside exercising, they can take their masks off. Haven't had a lot of COVID outbreaks, if you will, at the middle school, which is says a lot about our custodians and our cleaning crew, but also says a lot about our staff and our students and our parents. When parents come up, we still, at the window, we still have them check in, sanitize that way. We make sure that the kids sanitize before they come in the classroom, at lunch and at breakfast. They are able to eat in the cafeteria, but we have the 3-foot distancing. We do have little stickers where the kids are supposed to be staggered out. They can eat outside, but again, there's a distance that they have to maintain. So we've had several staff vaccinated. We were fortunate that we're in one of those tiers that educators got put towards the top, which was very thankful. Middle school is a pivotal year. Actually, any time right now for kids is a pivotal time, because connections and kids talking to kids and just getting out there with their peers is so critical. Being stuck at home during this has been very detrimental for kids, because a lot of kids, instead of thinking the positive, they think negative, where they have social media. And social media can be a great thing. It can also be a very negative thing. And unfortunately, you know, we've had a lot of reports on the social emotional concerns through, you know, the threats of suicide. And we've handled all of those. We have the police go visit. We have the counselors or the social workers go visit, and we talk to the parents. So luckily we haven't had any tragedies, but we want to make sure that we keep that going. We don't want to have any tragedies. So we're always available for kids who are struggling, parents who are struggling, and there's a lot of resources around town that people can access. But the kids really need to get back into school and get talking to their friends and talking to people, so they think about all the good things that they have and the quality time and the quality people around them. I think at the progress we're going right now, and with the vaccines and everything, I think there should be no reason we don't start back up. We just want to get back to normal as much as possible.
Well, Principal Juan Baker says that there will be a Summer Safe program this summer, as well as a summer school program for kids that are credit deficient. He also said that plans are up in the air as to how they will celebrate graduating eighth graders, but the staff will find a way to honor them while remaining CDC safe. News 25 will return right after this.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Did you know that today is World Voice Day? That's really a thing. Research suggests that people who've been working from home during the pandemic have experienced an increase in voice-related problems. You may not realize it, but constant virtual and phone meetings have the potential to strain your voice even more than meeting in person.
What can happen then is, over these sustained repetitive meetings where perhaps you're talking a bit louder than what you appreciate, like any muscle system with use, it starts to fatigue.
Dr. Paul Bryson is a voice specialist at Cleveland Clinic. He says using your voice continuously over an extended period of time may cause muscle and soft tissue problems in the larynx or voice box. This can lead to dryness, irritation, and soreness. He explains that a home environment doesn't always have the best acoustics or sound amplification, which may force people to talk louder and put more effort into speaking. Virtual meetings and phone conferences also make it difficult to pick up on social cues, causing people to repeat themselves, talk over others, and raise their voice to be heard. That can strain the vocal cords and tract. Dr. Bryson says using a headset with a good microphone can give you an idea of how loud you're speaking and may allow you to adjust your range and reduce vocal strain. Resting your voice and staying well hydrated will help too. Just watch out for caffeinated drinks.
You have to be careful with some things if they have caffeine. A lot of caffeine can be a dehydrator, which then can, potentially dry up the secretions on the voice box that are naturally there for lubrication and to help vibration.
If you've tried to remedy voice problems at home for 2 to 4 weeks without any improvement, Dr. Bryson recommends contacting your healthcare provider or a voice specialist to be evaluated.
Thanks to Brad for that report. Well, I love this dog, and I'm just going to tell you, he is so cute. For our Friday edition of Save a Pet, we head back to Desert Haven Animal Society. That's where we find Darby O'Donnell, who is with a very playful and very energetic dog named Butch.
Today's Save a Pet is proudly sponsored by Jason Ernest with Mountain West Lawyers. Call 775-727-9500.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and this puppy on this rope is Butch. Butch is a 2-year-old American Staffordshire Terrier mix. He is a beautiful gingery color, the red coloring, with light beige, a little bit of white on him. He's extremely energetic. He is a large dog. He is 2 years old. He has beautiful gold eyes, and he is looking for a very playful family. This dog will definitely need to be in a home that has a lot of activity, playtime, very strong sense of leadership for training. He does go and listen. He loves to play fetch with frisbees. He likes obviously to play tug of war. He's getting tired out now. Oh, so calm. He's super friendly, very, very people focused, very obviously he's wanting to go and please. He pays a lot of attention to the humans around him to make sure that he is acting correctly. Just a very cute, loving, playful personality. If you want to come and see Butch or any of his friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society, please give him a call ahead of time to make an appointment, 775-751-7020, or you can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society. I guess Butch is wanting to still win.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
John Kohler looking out the weather window. Hey, look at that. It's Red Rocks. Great place to visit this weekend. Why don't you check it out? A little cloudy today. It'll clear up and be beautiful tomorrow. We'll tell you all about the weather you can expect this weekend. Coming back.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Welcome to the weekend. Now let's get to it. Looking at those weather scores all up and down Nevada, from north all the way just down about halfway. It looks like friendly down to Goldfield. We got nothing but high 50s and low 60s for high marks. I don't know, somebody leave the fridge door open out in Goldfield? What's going on? Beatty, you've got 71 degrees. You got the right attitude. Amargosa, Las Vegas, 76 degrees high today. Death Valley making us all look silly at 88. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, where the air is pure, the grass is green, and everybody's way above average looking, we're 74 degrees current temperature, just down from 75, which was our high today. Winds out of the west, 11 miles per hour. And the sun rose gloriously this morning at 6:08 a.m. Setting this evening at 7:18. Set your mark your calendar. It's going to be a good one. We got clouds, beautiful colors going to be coming out tonight. Low tonight is going to be about 55 degrees, and that wind out of the northeast to 9 miles per hour will continue as we head on into the week. Kind of sets the theme. Look at all that wind, 19 mile per hour winds tomorrow. That'll blow out some of those clouds for the next couple days, and that'll get the temperatures coming up to pretty nice, 84 degrees. Is what we're expecting Monday and Tuesday. It'll clip down a little bit from there and clip back up as we head on into the week. But clouds coming and going. Don't see a lot of rain in the future, but that wind's going to be sticking with us about 15 miles per hour average. Just make kind of friends with that idea, and I think we'll be okay. Heading into the weekend, and I hope you have a great one and a safe one, and we'll see you on the other side. Heading back to the desk, it's Missy and Deanna.
Thanks, John. Well, I'm Deanna.
I'm Missy. Have a great night.
Good night.